Shalom and welcome once again to Elders of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Today's topic is entitled, "The Prophecies Are Coming to Pass Quickly." And hopefully this will be an ongoing series like we did in the past. We did one series called, what was it called? Had spewing in it. Shameful spewing on Babylon or America. And it was like an ongoing series with subtopics. So hopefully this will be an ongoing series because these prophecies are coming to pass. Now, we're gonna bring a whole lot of prophecies out. And we're gonna bring out a whole lot of scriptures, and we're gonna bring out a whole lot of things fast. You know, the first thing I want to go into is this situation with General Yohana, which I call Degenerate Yohana, because he's an absolute degenerate asshole, all right? And you people see it. You know, you watch his videos. If you can stomach his videos, if you can sit there and listen to that crap, that verbal diarrhea that comes out of his mouth, you know, you can see that he's a degenerate, man. You know, now he made a statement on one of his radio shows. Somebody called in asking the question, when you with your woman, can you put your penis in her the place where the shit comes out? I'll phrase it that way. And then he kind of said yes. And then he started singing that song, "Doing the Butt." And then he went to the scripture, and he went to Romans the 5th chapter, and he said the 13th bar. You know. I mean, this dude his brain is probably his brain is mush from syphilis, man. You know, you do something like that, man, and then for you to say that you can do it, that means you doing it, man.
Get it in. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hey, Shalom, Marshall Palm. You got to speak up. How about Simeon Sabrakata? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's my speaker. Hold on. Okay, there you go. How's it going, Hebrew?
Hey, doing so. I'm just calling because I had a brother ask me a question. I didn't know what to answer, so I'm going to ask you, and I'll pass it on to him. And his question was this to me: that we know that the homosexuality is wrong, but can he have? He hasn't let that. Can he have sex with his wife? What they call anal sex.
What they call what?
He wanted to know if he could have anal sex with his wife.
Okay, anal sex with his wife? Okay, well, listen. Let me tell you something. A lot of people going to be mad at me about this, but I'm about to tell you like it is. The answer is yes. This is the hard part of being a priest of the Most High. The answer is yes. And I'm going to tell you why. The scriptures say this. Everybody get Romans, the 5th chapter and the 13th verse. The question is, for anybody that's asking, the question that he asked was, can a brother have anal sex with his wife? Can he have anal sex with his wife? And the answer, I'm going to break some of y'all hearts. The answer is yes. Doing the butt. Sexy. Doing the butt all night long. Let me tell you something. The answer is yes. And the reason why, everybody get Romans 5:13. Read this for me and I'm going to explain to you. I know Hebrew Israelites going to disagree with me on this. Hebrew Israelites going to email me from now till Passover, cursing me out, saying, how dare you, Yohana, say this on the air. But I'm going to have to tell you it according to the Bible. If a brother want to have sex in his woman's butt, that's up to him and her. You understand? And this is why. It is not a gay act. A lot of people equate it with a homosexual act. And if you are homosexual inside having sex with your woman fantasized about a man, you got a problem. You got a lust problem for a deviant act. You understand? You got a lust problem for a deviant act that's against the Most High. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right? Let me show you what I'm talking. Let me know what I'm talking. Bear with me. No, I'm going to let Hans read it because everybody won't hear it if you read it. Go ahead. You bear with us a second.
Romans 5:13. For until the law, sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed when there is no law.
You see what the Most High said? There is no law on how to have sex with your woman. You can use ear, eyes, nose, throat, and mouth, according to the scriptures. You understand? You understand? Just like you go to the ear, eye, nose, and throat doctor, you can ear, eyes, nose, and throat doctor your wife. You understand? That's between, once again, we got to take the spooky, ooky Christian vibe off of sex. Christians have turned sex into a separate religion, man, when it is not a separate religion. He want to go in there, him and his woman want to go in there and do it that way. That's up to them. Now, I will give you a safety warning. This is just a safety warning. That you could catch hepatitis from having anal sex. A lot of homosexuals get hepatitis from having anal sex because of the germs in human waste. You understand? So it is something that you should be concerned about because you don't want to get hepatitis. You know what I'm saying? Which could give you kidney failure later on. You understand? But it is no law against it. You understand? If you and your woman operating on your own, that's why the scripture said, no man knoweth the way of a man and his maid. You understand? No man knoweth the way of a man and his maid.
He probably used to do it to that little 13-year-old girl that the parents was about to get his ass arrested, man. He's a low-life, degenerate scum. All right? So let's go. Well, you're going to see the video up again. You saw it in last week's show. You're going to see it up again, and he's going to actually make the statement so you don't jump up and say, well, I never made that statement. We actually have the video, so you can't say you didn't make the statement. All right? And then you use the scripture in Romans, the 5th chapter and the 13th verse to justify it. Now let's go to that.
This is Romans chapter 5 and verse 13. And it says, For until the law, sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed when there is no law.
So basically, that means you can do a whole lot of things. There's a whole lot of things not in the law that's not written in the law that you can do. I mean, you can take a mud bath in elephant shit, you know? I mean, you can actually eat shit, you know? You can feed your kids shit. You can take a cigarette and shove it right up in your ass. I mean, you can do there's all kind of things. I mean, the imagination can go on forever. So your conclusion is this scripture right here. That's your conclusion, right? You fucking degenerate piece of shit. Now I'm going to show you the scripture that shows you. Well, he did say this. He said, you can do it, but I warn you that you might get, what did he say, hepatitis? One of them, AIDS or whatever he said. He said that you're known for getting that. But you can do it, but I'm warning you. First of all, if you're a man of the Lord, you're not going to tell nobody to do no shit like that. And if they were doing it, you tell them to stop doing it, man. But the people that call your show and that follow you are degenerates any damn way. That's why the guy would ask a question like that. You know, the guy been doing it, and he want to know, he's trying to get righteous, but he's going to go to the most degenerate asshole in Israel and ask him, knowing full well what the answer was going to be. So the dude said, well, that's all right. I can do it now. I can do it. You got something? All right, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine.
Yeah, there's nothing noble about degenerate Johanna. All right? Go ahead.
Holy a right seed.
And he's not holy. We know this. We know the guy's track record. We know this guy. Go ahead.
How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Right. You are that degenerate. You are one of those degenerate plants. All right? Now look up the word degenerate in that same. Go to the blue letter and then go to, I guess, Google Give me the scripture again.
Jeremiah 2:21.
Jeremiah 2:21. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "For though thou wash thee with nitre and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord power."
Yeah, that's a wicked thing to do, man. That's a wicked. Do you think Solomon did that to any of his 700 women? Hell no. Well, a nigga might jump up. Well, show me the scripture where he didn't do it. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, the Greek word, the Hebrew word there for degenerate. I'll wait for it to load up here.
Should have a picture of General Yohana.
Yeah, the Hebrew word there for degenerate is sawar. Sawar. Yeah, sawar. Degenerate. It says removed, expelled. Those who are removed from me, i.e.,
that's him.
Yeah,
That's him.
yeah.
He was removed from the Most High.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Those who are removed from me, i.e., who have departed.
Well, hold up, wait a minute. Who have departed? Did not he depart after the whole split? Did not he depart when King Marshall left? Number one, it's a fact, he didn't follow King Marshall. How do I know that? Because I followed Marshall, and Yohana was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, he went back in the world.
And then we found out years later that he stopped. Well, it's evident right now. He's not with Ariah. He's not with One West or now that's an office building. He's not with 1941 Madness. So there was a point of time where he departed from that. So he was like a wandering lost soul, which he's still a wandering lost soul right now, deceiving a bunch of degenerates that follow him. You have to be a degenerate to follow this guy, man. You know? Right. Read that again.
It says removed, expelled.
He was removed, and according to that letter that a brother received that put a video up saying that he was popping a 13-year-old girl and wanted to marry this 13-year-old girl, but the parents found out and was going to call the authorities. They had to have a meeting and pay. I don't know how true it is. I'm going to say that. I don't know how true it is, okay, because I'm getting it from that video, and I'm not even getting it from people that know, that told me, so I don't know how true it is. I'm not going to say it's a fact because I wasn't there, okay, when they had that little meeting, so to speak. But anyway, what supposedly happened was the parent found out. The parents was going to call the cops to get his ass arrested, right? Bring criminal charges of statutory rape for having sex with a 13-year-old girl, all right? And this was supposed to be years ago. So obviously the girl is all grown up. She's a grown woman. She might be watching the video. She might not be watching the videos. There's certain people that if they do know, they're keeping it hush hush. But from what I heard, they had a meeting and they had to give the parents a substantial amount of money to keep them quiet, which showed that the parents ain't shit, because the parents took money to sweep it under the rug. So they didn't have no honor for their own daughters. In other words, there's an old saying: you can buy a nigga cheap. So they bought them parents, if that's the case. And then I heard he went down to Jamaica for a while. Like I said, I don't know how true that is, but I do know he departed. He did not follow King Marshall, and then he